Let's turn our attention to the race for the U.S. Senate. The contest that has made national news continues to make odd new turns. As you saw yesterday on the news at 6, Democratic Senate candidate Alvin Greene showed up during our live shot at the State Fair. It appeared that, you'll see here in a second, that he was giving me rabbit ears behind my head. But Greene told us this afternoon, there you see the rabbit ears. We spoke with Greene this afternoon, and he tells us that he was actually giving the victory sign. The victory sign. Now, it's just the latest incident that voters will have to consider as they head to the polls. Senior reporter Jack Kinsey has this story.
He came out of nowhere to win the Democratic nomination, and yesterday at the State Fair, he came out of the crowd, apparently just to get on TV and do this behind WIS News 10 anchor Ben Hoover. Yeah, that was Alvin Greene, the guy who's trying to defeat one of the most powerful U.S. Senate incumbents in the country. His latest actions, though, generating more exasperation for South Carolina Democrats.
Nobody believes that Alvin Greene is going to be elected to the United States Senate. That from the day after the primary, nobody has thought that Alvin Greene had the ability to be elected.
Fowler and her party have made no secret of their unhappiness about Greene's mystifying victory last spring. And his behavior since then. It shows. At the Democratic headquarters in Columbia, you'll find campaign materials for all the other candidates, but not Greene. And there's this handout showing everyone running for a major office except for Alvin Greene.
Having him in this campaign is totally irrelevant to what happens to South Carolina in the next few years. He is not going to be our senator.
Some mainstream Democrats are turning instead to Tom Clements, the environmentalist and Green Party candidate, today endorsed by the Sierra Club.
I think a lot of Democrats and others might not vote if they only had a choice between DeMint and Greene, so they're happy that I'm in the race and they can pull the lever for somebody that they actually agree with.
The new Winthrop poll shows Clements with more than 22% of likely Democratic voters. Now, Alvin Greene told me by phone this afternoon he was out at the fair to greet voters, and his gesture behind Ben was a V to signify victory for Greene and also to vote today. I asked him if maybe this might have looked a bit childish to our viewers, and he told me, quote, "It's the State Fair. It's a party. It's not a funeral." He also then accused incumbent Senator DeMint of starting the recession. Jack Kinsey, WIS News 10.
Yeah, he's been